What's up, everybody? It's your boy. I ain't running or nothing. I'm just honestly venting honestly. Yeah, I'm feeling myself getting caught up in my head right now. I recorded four freestyles. Like, everything's literally simultaneous. So, I don't know if I'm gonna put them up. Yeah. I guess them waves it's always different in the nighttime. It seems like you're fine in the morning, but shit just be hurting you at night. Well, like my freestyle Depicati, maybe I'll make it a song one day if I ever get my shit together. And this gonna be a catchphrase, or maybe I'm just playing a little idea because I'm psychological like that. How about you take a trip inside my mind and I ponder and I wonder what you're gonna find? Huh. But I've been thinking about some things. Maybe I'm just talking. It's my YouTube channel. But it's like I don't read a lot of books. Maybe one day. But I'm smart, knowledgeable in a different way. I don't know. My anxiety kicking in. Whatever I'm going through. I didn't go get a therapist. You just know what you have when you have it. But what's life? I feel like it's gonna be a stupid video to put up. But whatever. Stupid things work out all the time. And honestly, a lot of stupid shit that mean nothing and just saturates the brain or whatever. Be flourishing and prospering. But it's like, are you really you? Like, who am I? Why am I? Well, I know why I'm hurting and suffering, but it's like, who do you grow to be? And what do you become? And what do you gotta do? When you think everything's in front of you, but honestly, you meant for your own truth. Bars. I don't know, man. I don't know why I'm recording this right now. Maybe I just think if I pick up a camera and just start talking, it could just go ways from me. I don't know, a sudden wave of just feeling hurt just the internal pain just hit me. But how y'all doing? I don't have a plan. I just do. I just set shit up and set it up when I set it up. I don't really have that much resource invested to do things like big. So hopefully this may just be a starting process. Sorry if I'm rambling. I know, I've been told it's hard keeping up with me. But not wondering, just life's a bitch. Even when you're not going through shit, you're still going through shit. Maybe complaining helps out when you got no one to talk to. And this can be helpful. It's hard to connect and be attached because so much shit in the unhealthy is that you don't want to put yourself around people and do certain things you're not meant to do. And run back to those that hurt you, but that you love or have trauma bonds with. And honestly, people just do them, sadly. Today's day and age, people are so sensitive or whatever, but yeah, be so cold. Motherfuckers don't even think because I guess it's just part of growing up. And you just think about your own life. You can't be caught up. But I wonder if people really think about what they do. People scared of hate and hatred. People scared of a lot of things to the point that we hop on and try to point out for you can't do that, you can't say that. For accountability and responsibility nowadays for what you do and your actions and all that. But it's like I feel like I understand that, but it's like I feel like also a real trauma response. But it's like at the same time, people think about understanding, but how you want understanding and openness, but you're not willing to understand and be open to the other side of hate and racism or bigotry or just a lot of intrusive emotions and thinking that people proclaim and say they hate and that you shouldn't do, like judgment, being judgmental and assuming, but yet you're doing the same thing by being against what people are against you for. So it's like, what real understanding is there? Like, we really on the fence, or at least that I observe, I go through in life. Maybe I just don't like a lot of things that's going off personal thinking and feeling. I'm just wondering what the hell I'm gonna make out of things, because if I ever go somewhere and make it, I'm gonna stir some shit up, telling the truth, at least mine. And I'm honestly worried about hurting my family, hurting my friends or old loves, or I'm just constantly trapped in a state of fear that I know I need to break out of. But it's like, how can you break out of fear when everyone's so scared and ready to jump on you? And people are against that. But at the same time, they don't see that arrogance, trying to understand they're in darkness because they're scared of themselves. It's like, I think I'm just starting to see and understand that this is just a bunch of contradiction and hypocrisy. I guess we all hypocrites and contradict. I'm a living contradiction. Well, in a different ways that I'll probably explain another time. But it's just, what is life? Why people do what they do? Why are people so afraid of judgment? Everyone judges and assumes and don't even understand or realize it. Because people want to proclaim that they so open about everything. Like, I see through a lot of people. Maybe I'm just too real. Maybe I'm honest. Maybe I'm hurting so much to the point because of everything I've been through over the past couple of years and just life in general, that I'm just starting to see things for the way they are. I wonder if I'm just giving into being a psycho or insanity, or this is what awakening feels like. Maybe I'm just still going through the healing processes of relationships and friendships and life and what I grew up around and witnessing on social media of things that could possibly going on in the world when you just, when I'm just doing this, walking around and talking to a camera. But it's just like we get so caught up in the glamours. But it's like, I guess people just hate when you judge something that you know is ain't right, but yet they do the same thing. So nobody ever wins. It's like people want so much understanding and acceptance, so much liberal shit or whatever it is, but it's like, is the underside really understood, or are we just up in defense because we so young and traumatized because we're really exposed to the world, especially in this day and age? It's like the devil really got us by the horns and Satan really taking us over, and we just in autopilot on defense mode, because it's like there's no real understanding. People are against everything or something for a reason, because it's like do do people really care about the opinion of what you think and feel? Or is it like people just don't care at all because because we live in a time of emotional trauma and emotional blunting and being so numb to everything that people don't care but yet get so defensive about everything and things. So nothing's all right, nothing's good. People don't value themselves. People were never valued, so they don't value anything or anyone. Speaking for relationships and being single and how people move and being on some whole shit, on some free shit. It's like we just live in a time or just growing up that we're so traumatized so young. Because everyone try to be grown too damn fast. And I just wonder if people really understand that. People really understand how bad they are, how fucked up they are, but just hate seeming like they shit is getting rubbed in their face or whatever the case is. But not knowing that people like me or the other side or whatever feel the same thing. But I don't understand assumptions and judgment because everyone judges and everyone assumes. I wonder if people will ever grow to understand and accept that, or if we just have to learn to not care. Like, what do people even care about besides the bag or bitches or niggas and dick and sex nowadays and money? Because everyone just want to be so savage. Everyone want to take pride in being so cold and being so distant, so secretive. Mind your business. You stop being so nosy and so everyone is so trapped with themselves because life either taught us fast or we just still going through life and the shit that life gives, so we just defensive with everything because we don't know who to trust, or we just don't trust nobody and can't because the way shit is now. Maybe it's what it's always been. Maybe this is what really gotta be spoken up for, and not what is advocated or socially pressed. And I don't know. It just need to be balanced. And honestly, maybe 2020, I don't know, there's some shit in the air, man. Well, I guess it's just the world. Because, my generation and the generations above and below, we're fucked up now, man. A lot of idols, a lot of inspirations. They're just really broken, traumatized people. A lot of people ain't shit. And people hate when you say shit like that. I used to hate saying shit like that. And I be feeling bad because you just learned that some people just don't know no better. And nowadays people, especially my age, I'm 21, or even under, have kids, want to live this lifestyle that's perpetuated through the media and through music, through a lot of shit. And it's like, I love hip hop. I love the black community. I love my people. I love everything. I love a lot. But it's also like you grow hatred or have resentment because of personal things and really seeing and understanding what shit is and what shit has been. But people just expect you to understand it when you do. And you tell the truth. That's just that you're against them. Now I understand that feeling when you don't get what you want. Everyone's fucked up. But it seems like, what are we actually doing? What's right? What's really true? Maybe we just stretched too thin. And now we just don't know how to be solid. Because we just given into the temptations of life. Maybe I'm just rambling shit that everyone thinks about when I'm really ain't opening up and saying what I'm thinking and feeling just yet. Soon, though. Because it's like the world, the black community, ain't ain't ready for some shit that they don't need, that we gonna need to hear, because when you constantly having a different opinion or feeling, no one really try to talk to understand a perspective or point of view. People attack you just as much as people that advocate for social justice or whatever case be attacked. So it's like we in a constant state of war and conflict, and it's like people, we need to learn to chill. But it's like shit need to be talked about, and no one ain't trying to talk about nothing, because I ain't gonna lie, like cell phones and social media, music, even from like back in the 90s and 80s, the golden, in the early 2000s, the golden years, shit really fucked us up. But I guess the thing is, shit don't feel alive no more. And shit felt alive and felt thorough and true and authentic, and there's no authenticity. I feel like if you're not good enough, I don't feel, then you gotta move on, or make someone feel like they under you. Just speaking from personal experience, because it's just like we so caught up, man, and I hate it. I hate a lot of things. Shit, I have hatred for everything and everyone that I personally know I knew, because I guess because of how much I care, because of my trauma. And maybe it's the same thing for you, to have you so on the fence and not open to understanding. I feel like I'm just talking to some people that ain't here no more because they hurt me. And then it just passes and just travels down. And I'm just trying to be a person with family, with love, old relationships that I'm still going, that internally I'm going through. Because personally, to admit, I feel like I'm still talking to a certain person that's not even here, probably doesn't even care, because it's been bullshit for so long. Maybe just confronting my demons. Maybe I'm still talking to them. Maybe I'm just talking to myself, because I'm just trying to confront myself and tell myself the truth and put it out there. Because it's about helping myself finally, and wanted to help others. But it's like all that is and was, because you just want acceptance and love and validation and approval and safety and bonds and connections. And it seemed like there's nothing real no more, because we gave so much of ourselves up. Sex, nudes, secrets, partying, bullshitting, being out in the streets, doing things we're not supposed to, so young. And whether you want to be biblical or just really look into it, like, besides like some industry shit, we really, or where I grew up, or just in the black community or any community, I just talk about what I think about, because of what affects me and hurts me, and what I hate or dislike because of how much I love and care. Like, niggas I know really sold they soul, man. They sold they soul. They sold the people. These young girls sold they sold the sex because of temptation and cheating, because the young boys sell the temptation for money and sex. We don't even care if we hurt each other, because we just think we're so much better, instead of really understanding and loving each other. So like, what's really open and what's really understood? We just dive into sex and drugs and doing bad shit and crazy shit just to escape from the pain. And it's like, I hate it, because people get mad thinking got mad because thinking I can't understand. But it's like, we all gotta learn to do better, right? It's just sad and heartbreaking that a lot of things ain't and can't be what it's meant to be. And now we just addicted. We just addicts. And I just really want to heal, but it's like, is there really any healing going on besides like college or working or all that shit? About that real healing, about that honesty and truth, that nosy, intrusive truth shit that we hide. What about the truth? maybe I'm just nosy and really want to know people and this shit. Hopefully, still speaking into existence like in the last video, I manifest that in friends, a wife. It's hard to say girlfriend because I think about a wife. I want to manifest a wife. And I used to think, and I think I don't know, get married because marriage seems like it ain't worth it nowadays. Because majority of women, and speaking on bias because of personal opinion, most women, especially in my community or whatever, just ain't shit and don't, because their histories and everything they done speaks for themselves. But it's like, you gotta understand, it's like, yeah, you gotta understand what they've been through, but it's like, I think I'm just starting to understand myself as a man and how much pain that there actually is in the community, especially with men, but I don't want to get off topic and maybe say that for another video. You know, people hate negativity and pessimism, but you ever think that shit is just toxic positivity? Because people just think I'm complaining victim, but I am a victim. We all victims. And we gotta admit to that, but we are afraid of being vulnerable and being weak because of past pain and try to displace ourselves to be strong. And now we just act like we're not human and do inhumane things, even to the littlest degree. So I look at the little shit because those little shit be the building blocks of the future, like sex and age and drugs, and weed and who you hang out with. What you gotta look at the little shit, because the little shit is what it's them intricate bolts and knots that builds the foundation for fucking up. And it seems like we just live in a foundation where mistakes and fucking up is a lifestyle now and not something that we actually learn from. But everyone trying to read all the books and look up all the research and try to have knowledge and be psychoanalysts. Well, I'm a psychoanalyst, but trying to read books and do research, do all that shit, trying to have the answer because history speaks, but yet history repeats itself and nothing's changed except technology. But I'm thinking, but shit just got worse in humanity. There ain't no humanity. But it's like I say, everything's the same and ties together. But you don't need no damn book or no research or no college degree to see the truth of some real shit. I mean, I'm not stopping you for chasing an education, but you know, a lot of people that got an education that's dumb as fuck and live off that mistake and fucking up lifestyle and excuse lifestyle. And it's the same as you go to church or you read the Quran, but you still sinning. Like, I can name a couple people, especially in the industry of music or entertainment, like always talks about, you know, they go to college, do this and that, but still ain't shit people, still ain't shit men, still ain't shit females. It's like, it's facts. Don't hate the facts, it's the truth, man. But I guess motherfuckers hate their own truth because they trying to run away and escape the past because they don't want to look at the damage they caused. Because a lot of shit in their younger years wasn't their fault. But what we turn into and do in our teenage years, what makes us what we are and who we are for the rest of our lives. And I'm really seeing that with a lot of people and also seeing that for myself. But hopefully, shit be figured out one day. That it ever will, because we live in a world when it seems like we have to escape from what reality is projected and programmed to see how to be, when there's no healing and revealing. And I'm just praying for the children hoping for the children because honestly, we all hate each other because how much we love and cared about each other personally, and now everyone's just numb and cold and victimized and traumatized to the point we just attack and don't understand on both sides, whether it's liberal, conservative, politics, religion. There's no true understanding. There's no openness because everyone's so closed off because everyone got that mind their business mindset. Mind your business mindset because your life is your life. Maybe I'm just a nosy dude that's curious about people. Maybe I'm just desperate to learn. Maybe that's some shit lacking inside me that I gotta grow. But I'm hoping this is just like a destination and a road that there's a positive escape. Because I'm not saying, I guess I'm just partaking the lesser evils of escapism. Because a lot of my friends, died of partying, drinking, and fucking. A lot of females, a lot of dudes, diving, doing them street crimes or whatever. Being out on the streets and want to be street and hood and shit and not have their own identity. I guess my escape growing up, it's like action figures and video games and, well, one of my big struggles was like, I guess, eating. I guess I'm trying to learn to get through that. But I guess it's take the lesser of the evils of escapism. But I guess people think about that with weed. But honestly, I understand. But I guess I just grew up around assholes that just do bad shit all the time. That's why I'm so close off to that weed shit. Well, I guess I could save that for another video. Take that note, son. I'm talking. But I don't know if anyone's really gonna listen to this. I'm just a guy with a phone. I don't know how to produce. Maybe I'll learn through time. I don't know how to record. I don't know how to record. I got a lot of ideas and dreams and ambitions, but I'm a perfectionist just trying to overcome. I hope y'all hear me over this loud ass car. I apologize. But the earth does what it does and people do what they do. People don't give a shit. But this is good, This is good escape. I want to bring back humanity. And hopefully I can start off by this just being a guy walking around, because I'm a psychoanalyzer and an overachiever, even though I don't partake in the actions. I guess I just want to do everything I do to perfection, because I really do get tracked on social media and other people's lives. And I'm not the only one too. It's like a game of keeper instead of just trying to learn to be in my own lane. And I guess people were just pressured. I felt under pressure thinking that they're not doing good enough. Like, people diving into stocks and people going to college, having a job, knowing how to record, knowing how to rap. Thank God I know how to rap. Hopefully I'll make a career or just be a personality, a real personality. Not none of that bullshit that goes on nowadays with these hoe ass bitches. They're just thinking they personalities and fucking up these young girls and fucking up girls in my community that I grew up with that could be potential love interest. But you got bitches ain't shit, and you gotta let a hoe be a hoe. And honestly, I fucking hate it, but that's for another video. And my niggas wanting to be drug dealers and gangsters and hood niggas and smoke and drink and fuck these bitches and do fucked up shit to these bitches because they got fucked up by other bitches. The perpetual loop that happens that needs to be talked about, and I'm gonna talk about it one day. But I'm still starting the healing journey, process 9, even with all my doubts, even no matter how much I'm hard on myself. I hope this is the right direction, you know what I'm saying? I always wanted to do the right thing and go in the right direction. And I always wanted to do YouTube too, and music. I'm a dreamer. But I guess I'm just got caught up in nightmares and other people's nightmares, because trying to help and save and fix people. And I fucked myself up. But I guess y'all relate too. But I want to do the right thing with my pain and not become what hurt me. You know what I'm saying? If I haven't already. But I wanted to get it to the 30-minute mark. I don't know if people gonna have the time to watch this. I'm just a guy talking, but hopefully I don't really got friends like that. And honestly, people do what they do when around age. Hopefully y'all motherfuckers doing the right thing. But thank you for taking the time to watch this. I'm just venting honestly venting. Taking you with, the catchphrase, how about you take a trip inside my mind, and I'm pondering and I wonder what you're gonna find in my depravity if I ever hope to make this shit permanent, because I hope I make it big, but authentically. But yo, this is Thomas, the prophet, the flower, just the honest man. Thank you for taking the time, and hopefully I can keep this going. Have a good day. Peace.